Hello, my Virgo friends. How's it going? Let me know in the comments. All right, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. I like to remind people before I start the reading, there's no way that this reading can resonate with everyone it may apply to. Really this is for the general population of Virgo. That could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, etc. Right? And there's just no way that it could resonate with everyone. So, if you'd like to check out another of my messages or book a personal reading, feel free to send me an email. If it's me, I'm not going to take it personally. Just find another reader, right? It's all about the messages that we're here to receive. And you finding that message that's going to help you is really my #1 priority. So that's all. Time is fluid, so I'm not putting dates on these anymore. I try to do them weekly, but my theory is that whenever you find this is the right time for you to listen to it, okay? Or the right time to come across it. Maybe it's that you come across this video and the 5th video down is a cat video that you need to see because it'll lift your spirits. I just don't know. I don't pretend to know. It's all good. All right, so for this first set, wow, 4 out of 5 are Pentacles. Anyways, so this first set of cards comes from just a regular playing card deck that I've modified, and it still gives us the messages. I'm just using it until I get my tarot cards in the mail. Let's go ahead and get started. The first one out is the only one not Pentacles, and it is the Jack of Swords in the upright. So this, I feel like it's another person, but it could be you, right? Kind of take this message that I'm going to give you about the Jack of Swords and formulate in your mind whether it is you or someone close in your life, okay? But basically, with this Jack of Swords, what I see is they're a little bit immature, and maybe they haven't quite mastered yet how to communicate effectively, okay? So maybe they just say dumb things at inopportune times, right? Maybe they don't consider someone else's position, someone else's feelings, or general place that they're at in life. I mean, these things that can affect how effective a conversation is, right? And they don't really take that into consideration. So it's not in the reverse or anything, but I feel like, if that's not you, even if it is you, it's that particular dynamic is causing some friction. Okay, so just be aware of that. I'm not even seeing that it really is going to take much work or anything like that. It's just more of an awareness. Okay, if it is you, it might be something you want to work on. It might be something you are working on. But that's the feeling I'm getting, okay? The next one out is the Queen of Pentacles, and I do feel like this is you, okay? Especially since everything that follows it is Pentacles. It doesn't have to be, again, it can just be someone in your life that you're dealing with that maybe just is very influential in your life, and especially in that material realm. But the Queen in particular, it's not that it's male or female, okay? It's not about that. There is masculine and feminine energy within all of us, and I feel like this card is speaking to the feminine energy that surrounds the flow of the material world, okay? So as far as, it's someone that is, it feels like their money and their material world just kind of falls into place, right? Like they work for it, sure, and they're a very loving person, they're very nurturing, that kind of thing, But really, I mean, things just kind of fall into place for them. They're maybe, you know, it's what a lot of us might call lucky, okay? Um so we'll leave that there. I feel like there's more coming, but we'll leave that for now. The next card is Six of Pentacles in reverse. That's my little reverse marking there. So Six of Pentacles, again, it's that flow, right? Like Seven, you're planting the seeds. Things above that, you're seeing the fruits of your labor, that kind of thing. But the Six, it's like that flow. It's like the manifestation. I just said this with Aquarius, right? Like, it's like, so I don't know if you have Aquarius in your chart and you're manifesting. Maybe go back and watch that one. But I do feel like there's this sense of manifesting, in particular, money. It can pertain to your material world, but I feel like, and again, I'm feeling like this queen is you. I'm feeling like you are in that energy of receiving, of really just allowing things to happen, okay? And this is telling me that they want to, but it is in the reverse. So, you know, there's something blocking your way. It's not that you're, you know, it's not that you're like broke or anything like that. I'm not seeing that. It's more like, you know, your needs are being taken care of, your very basic needs. But there's more potential in your manifestation abilities, or in your ability to allow this, what's the word I'm looking for? Prosperity. You know, to allow for this prosperity to flow. But there's something that's keeping you from actually doing that and realizing your full potential there. And it could be like a fear of success. Believe it or not, that happens. Okay. It could be a million different things, but I'm really feeling that fear of success. You know, maybe there's a doubt within yourself that really you are that powerful. Okay. So just, you know, you're in this flow and you're doing a really great job, but what this is telling me is you need to open up a little bit more. Okay. A little bit more. The next card out is the Five of Pentacles. So, I mean, you know, you can look at it as you're going from a 6 to a 5, that kind of thing. You were in the reverse, so it's not like you reached the 6 completely. It's like you're kind of stuck in the 5. However you want to look at that, you know, sometimes people want to see that as like a regression, and that certainly can be true for some of you. If you feel like you've kind of regressed as far as, you know, your finances are concerned, maybe you had to move from a really comfortable house to one that more suits your budget because you really are only meeting needs right now. Maybe you had to downsize your car. I don't know. Not writing it. I'm just leaving these potentials out there, right? Just tapping into the energy. So this Five of Pentacles, it's like you have been putting in the energy. Okay, you have been taking the actions that you've been needing to take. So that's a good thing. And I feel like this card is here as an affirmation that you are doing the right things. You just need to keep doing them, you know, keep that faith and really stay in that. But you're doing good things. You're on the path to better things, okay? You're on the path to where you want to go. That's what I just heard. All right. Last one out in this spread is the Ace of Pentacles. So aces signify new beginnings. I don't feel like this is a beginning from scratch. I don't feel like, you know, you're in this deep, dark hole. It might feel like that for some of you because I do feel that a little bit in my heart. But for the broad, general, I want to say consensus, but for most of you, it's really just a new start. So I don't know if that's, you know, you getting a promotion and it's, you know, a completely different position than you've been in. So it's very, very new to you, right? Some elements will be the same. So again, it's not starting from scratch. It's just, it's very new. There will be a learning curve. You know, you'll have that excitement from it being sparkly, you know. I don't know. But definitely something new there. And I also did just, this sounds funny, but I smelled a new car. So maybe there's a new car coming your way. Whatever that means. Take that as you will, okay? For the few of you who are in for that. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to some guidance from our angels, okay? I say angels, but I mean, really, it's the spiritual realm. So whatever you believe in that sense. General spirit, deity, God, you know, those kinds of things. Whatever you believe, I don't feel like I need to limit that. The more people that these messages can help, the better, I believe. So, all right, we got 2 out. I typically go for 3. So let's see if we can get 1 more, okay? There it is. Oh my gosh, you guys. All 3 of these cards are of Michael. And Michael correlates with swords in the traditional tarot deck, okay? So, I guess for those of you who like to know that kind of thing, keep that in mind as I read these out, okay? The first one is Ace of Michael. This one says, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Yeah, I feel like that's speaking directly to this, right? And then this following 5 of like, don't give up. Yeah. Keep going. Clear up communication problems with others. Yeah, so that might be what I was feeling here with these 2, that there is a communication problem. So, I mean, that's very direct. If there's a communication problem with that person in your life, like, get to work on it, okay? Even with everything else going on, it's very important. And it does talk about a wonderful new idea too. So we talked about a new opportunity. Maybe you have been, again, manifesting this. Maybe you just kind of have thought about it in passing and, you know, didn't really put much effort into it that way. But if you do have this idea, what this is telling us is that, you know, you should definitely pursue it. Or at least, you know, give it a little more thought. It's worth pondering. Okay. Take that as you will. Second one out is 5 of Michael. This one says, this situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Yeah, so whatever you have been doing, just take a step back and kind of just see from like an objective perspective, completely out of your own emotions or attachments, things like that, and just analyze, like, these things that I'm doing, are they right for me? Are they leading me where I want to go? Are they letting me be the person that I want to be? Because if the answer to those is no, maybe it's time to look at something new, okay? Maybe that's this new opportunity that's going to come in because you allow yourself the space and the freedom to contemplate where you're at and where you're going, okay? All right. Last one in this part of the spread is 2 of Michael. And this one says, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem. Find a compromise. So again, that compromise situation, I'm feeling very strongly for this Jack and Queen dynamic, okay? So if that's the case, if you are overanalyzing it, again, I mean, going back to what I said with the 5 of Michael, it's like take a step back and see what's really important here. You can analyze these things until the cows come home, right? You can analyze them until you're blue in the face. Whatever you like to say, however you like to say it, it's all the same. You can analyze it for the rest of time, And that's not going to change anything, okay? But compromise will. So what this is saying is, you know, it is saying it'll be better if you just make a decision. So yes, the time is now to make the decision, not to just wait and keep thinking. And the second part that I see is, you know, finding a compromise will better suit the situation rather than just sticking to your guns. Because I feel like these two people here are both hard-headed. Okay, they both think they know the right answer. They both think that they're right, and to an extent they both are. So the person that, I don't even want to say it's an argument because I don't feel that. It's just, you know, whatever you guys are not in agreement about, it's time to hear each other out is what I'm hearing. If you're overanalyzing it in your mind, likely they're probably doing the same. I can feel it. It's exhausting. So bring it to a point where you guys can communicate and allow for that open communication where it's non-judgmental. It's not going to tear you guys apart. Even if things get a little bit heated or a little bit messy, it's like, okay, like, know that, you know, when you see your destination of this conversation, that it is harmonious and it's loving, okay? It ends well, is what I'm saying. If you can hold that in your mind, then it won't matter how messy it gets in the moment, okay? But also keep in mind, like I was saying, don't just stick to your guns and try to express that same importance to that person before you guys get started with the conversation. That, you know, you guys are both really stuck in your own opinions, but it's time to try and find a solution that will fit both of you and will really serve both of your needs. Okay? There's a healthy way to compromise, and that's a good way to go about it. So try that out, okay? All right, there's our guidance from our angels. The last part that I like to do is my oracle deck. It's called Dear Universe by Sarah Prout, and I adore it. It's worded like a prayer, and I always say it's like the universe telling you how to speak to the universe about what you want in the universe or from the universe, okay? And the purpose for me is twofold. The first part is you get the words of what you want or how you want to achieve something, okay? It'll make more sense once the card comes out. But the second part is that, you know, when you are in those places of doubt and fear and whatever, it helps you to kind of recenter yourself and bring yourself to a focal point of, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. Oh yeah, this is what I want. Okay, so let's see what you got. It says, Dear Universe, show me how I can transform fear into faith. I think Aquarius just had this one, and I shuffled really well. So maybe you have some Aquarius in you, or the person that you're dealing with has Aquarius in their charts somewhere. Let me read it one more time, okay? Dear Universe, show me how I can transform fear into faith. So be it, so it is. Yes. And I feel like that will be very important as you come into this conversation, as you come into these new things that are coming into your life. Any fears that you have, transform them into faith. And from there, you'll go a lot further, okay? All fear does is hold you back. You don't want any of that, okay? All right, we're going to end the reading there. I hope that you found that helpful. If you did, please do like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'd love to have you join me for a live reading. I just love the energy that you all bring. So, yeah, if you have any questions for me, put them in the comments. And I hope to see you on one of my next videos. Love and light to you all.